Hello you all, my name is Silver, as you all may know. Last time when I made a video about me making a deck, except it was a water deck. And it's been improved since my last collections, but I'm not going to make a video of it because I think because of the fact that there was a rotation, there are like 3 cards that I could not use, like the Suicune, Aqua Recover. I'm not sure if I could use that or not, but I need I need to know if I could. So if anybody knows, could you comment, whatever. Alright, so let's get down to the main topic. This video is going to be about my new muck deck. It's been like some critical thinking about this deck. Like I've gotten some ideas and stuff like that. But to me, getting ideas and copying are 2 different things. I didn't copy, I just got ideas and stuff. So let's get right down to it. As you can see, it's a whole bunch of cards, like from left to right. So first thing I'm going to show you are the main attackers. And here we go. I have the Grimer, not really as a main attacker, but something that helps the deck really. Their attacks are called Division, and they search each other out to get them all benched on the field. And they have poison gas. I'll tell you why that's important later. Eevee as well, except Eevee can bench any basic Pokemon on the field. I'll see why that's important as well. And here comes the Muck. I added 4 Muck in the deck. As people may all know, Muck has the attack called Slug Drag, which drags in a Pokemon. I like the sound of that. Which drags in a Pokemon and affects the new defending Pokemon with confused and poison statuses. So 2 statuses in 1 is, to me, is like a win-win-win situation. And any time when my opponents get lucky making their attack, knocking out Muck, I could just send in Leafeon and use this Miasma when attack, which automatically does 50 for each special conditions affected on the defending Pokemon. Since Muck Slug dragged the opponent in with 2 special conditions, Leafeon could hit with 100. I don't have Houndoom in, so I'm not guaranteed 150 with the burn added effect, but I'm thinking about putting it in. Muck also has the attack called Pester, which does a total of 80 if the defending Pokemon is affected by a special condition, or 2, regardless, it does 80 if it's affected by anything. We're going to move up to the supporting Pokemon that will be helping the deck out. I'm going to start off with Absol, and I'm going to tell you why this is important. I also want to make like a deck that creeps on damage counters. Absol, if I went into a situation where I wanted to start off with a Pokemon, Absol would be one of it because of its effect called Natural Disaster, which does 20. No, it doesn't do 20 damage, but it puts 2 damage counters on the new benched Pokemon. So if a Pokemon, sorry about that, that's the train sound. So if my opponent benches a Pokemon onto the field, he loses 10 damage counters. Well, 20 damage counters. He gains 20 damage counters, sorry. Mr. Mime, of course, everybody knows that that's scarce in everyone's deck, because it basically does not deal any damage. I mean, you basically can't deal any damage to Mr. Mime if you have 2 or less energies attached to the defender Pokemon. Diglett isn't really all that important since I don't really attack with it, but it evolves into Dugtrio. Dugtrio also has a 2 damage counter effect, which is when your opponent switches a Pokemon, he loses 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. Uxie for the drawing, hand refreshment, whatever. Mischievous, not all that important, but it helps me get my trainers back whenever I need to get Uxie back, or basically anything. Like if I wanted to use Pokemon Communicator again, I can get him back, get a chance to use Take Back, and get that card back. Mismagius helps with the switching ability since it has the move called Upper Hand. I'm sorry, let me get in closer. It has an attack called Upper Hand, which is when you choose one of your opponent's one of the defending Pokemon's attacks, and he cannot use that attack for his next turn. Drowsy is a good start when it comes to starting off on a duel because it has Sleep Inducer, which is puts the new defending Pokemon to sleep after you switch in it to the new defending Pokemon, of course. Hypno is a good Hypno is a good bench fighter. He doesn't really attack like that. Like I don't use it for attacking at all. Like it'd be at rare occasions where I actually use it for an attack, but maybe at desperate times, but I really don't use it for an attack. I actually use it for its Pokepower, which is called Sleep Pendulum. For a coin flip, you get a chance to put in your opponent's defending Pokemon to sleep. And I have 2 of them, so it's basically a 50-50 chance. If not a 0-100 chance. So what I wanted to explain was Grimer's attack called Poison Gas. Poisons your opponent's Pokemon. And it basically, if your opponent decides to switch out to get rid of the poison, Dugtrio's effect will come into play, which puts 2 damage counters on that opponent's Pokemon anyway. Moving on to the energies, I have 13 psychic energies. Rolling back and forth, 13 psychic energies. 4 grass energies. It would have been 2, but I wanted the consistency to go up for Leafeon's soothing sense. So in whatever cases Hypno's Sleep Pendulum doesn't work, I could use Leafeon's soothing scent to put the opponent to sleep automatically. Call energy, you already know what that does. Because I'm so low on basic Pokemon in my deck. Like, it's ridiculous. Moving on to the trainers. Well, I'm going to do the trainers first. Actual trainers. I have 3 switches because Muck's retreat costs are 3. Hypnos are 2. And whenever I need the free switching, I could just use their effects. Use the switch. I'm sorry, let me go a little closer. Luxury Ball. It just it helped me get out of free Pokemon. Except for level X's. But I don't have any level X's, so I really don't have to worry about that. 3 Pokemon Communications. I use 1 from Heart Gold Soul Silver set, the other from Black and White. I don't know if I can do that yet, but I did it because, for the fun of it. Stadiums, I did try to do a little teching once again with the 2 damage counter effects. This one's called Galactic's Headquarters. Whether it's if me or my opponent evolves a Pokemon, they get 2 damage counters. Supporters. 2 Pokemon Collectors for basic Pokemon. 2 Baby Searchers for any Pokemon during any trades in case my Pokemon Communication doesn't work. And 2 Professor Elm's training methods for evolved Pokemon like Muck and Espeon. Important stuff, And I have a Professor Oak's New Theory for hand refreshment. Interior's Questions since I'm short on energies. Services Initiative for disruption, and Professor Juniper from Black and White set for drawing and hand refreshment. And that's pretty much it. Any advice, just give me some on the comment box. thank you for